Hello everyone, and welcome to my 90-day Fiance official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. While enjoying her calm life away from reality TV drama, Nicole Jimeno from the family Chantel took a dig at her former sister-in-law, Chantel Everett, for producing mayhem. When Chantel began dating Nicole Jimeno, she treated Nicole like a sister. However, Nicole and Chantel's relationship degenerated once they became sisters-in-law. Nicole started to make difficulties in Chantel's marriage and was happy when Pedro eventually filed for divorce. Although the show has stopped, there are whispers that Nicole, Pedro, and their mother, Lydia Morel, may come back for a family Chantel spin-off. Nicole recently released a video of a content woman enjoying her own company at home. The description of the video said, "Via at Meryl.eth. Paul V. You protected your peace a little too much, and now you have no roster, no drama, no situationship." Nicole used the image to show critics that she's living blissfully without turmoil. Although she didn't mention Chantel, she hinted she was at peace because her former sister-in-law had departed her life. Nicole's latest words reflect her newfound identity. She has undergone a major makeover since her previous appearance on TV. Not only has she improved her lifestyle, but she has also changed her physical appearance, becoming the best version of herself. Previously, many fans accused Nicole of being jealous of Chantel and emulating her former sister-in-law's look in an attempt to overshadow her. In mid-2024, Nicole hushed her detractors by shedding weight, changing her appearance and adopting a new style. She has also updated her persona, displaying a radical transformation in her character. Nicole's recent message focuses more on her changed personality than her features. She wants her admirers to know that she no longer wastes time making controversy but instead prefers to protect her calm and live a peaceful life by going to work, exercising daily, and getting adequate sleep. She likely uploaded the video to show that she has grown greatly in the past year compared to her former sister-in-law, who made a fool of herself in 90 Day. The Single Life Season 4 by pursuing men in Greece and still ended up single. It's lovely to see Nicole living a drama-free existence. However, she'll need to do more than just post a few uplifting comments on social media to shake off her nasty reputation. During her time on TV, Nicole produced a lot of confusion and fights, particularly between Pedro and Chantel. She also sought to insult her former sister-in-law's family, becoming embroiled in some of the largest confrontations in the 90-Day Fiance franchise. If the family Chantel alum actually wants to rehabilitate her reputation, she might portray her journey in a spin-off with her transformed persona. The family Chantel star Nicole Jimeno has been speculated to be on a prospective spin-off after his marriage to Chantel Everett ended, but I'm scared that a spin-off will disguise his nasty nature. Pedro, who first featured with Chantel on the 90-Day Fiance franchise, has been one of the most controversial figures for years. While his relationship with Chantel seemed like a real match, there were warning flags regarding Pedro from the outset. As their time in the 90-Day Fiance franchise progressed, Chantel and Pedro's relationship was documented on the family Chantel. It got more challenging than planned. Chantel and Pedro chose to keep their family in the dark about their relationship for quite some time after moving from the Dominican Republic to the US, sheltering themselves from the criticism they appeared convinced they'd suffer from their loved ones. While both Pedro and Chantel were in their mid to late 20s, the pair understood that their families would struggle to accept their romantic relationship, which started when Pedro began coaching Chantel in Spanish. With criticism from both sides, Pedro and Chantel suffered in their romance and subsequent marriage, which was prominently covered on the family Chantel, viewed as a compassionate, loving wife during the family Chantel's run. Pedro struggled to keep up with her as a husband. His behavior on the show was on par with that of a villain, as he continually opted not to defend her from the fury of his mother, Lydia Morel, or his sister, Nicole Jimeno. Pedro's wishy-washy attitude wasn't something that he or Chantel could explain away, yet he repeatedly leaned on Chantel for support while refusing to reciprocate. If Pedro received a spin-off, I worry his narrative would be drastically different than his genuine personality. Although Chantel and Pedro were the stars of the family Chantel together, Chantel was frequently considered as the moral backbone of the series while Pedro was seen as a component of her story. Because of the way Chantel and Pedro got acquainted and opted to keep their relationship a secret from their families, things were often difficult between Chantel's parents and Pedro, as well as Pedro's family and Chantel. With both families battling to recognize the reality in their relationship, things often migrated back to Chantel when it came to grounding the show in a true and believable narrative context. Chantel was able to speak with her family, Pedro, and Pedro's family throughout the show's run, and was hoping she'd be able to make progress in developing a better relationship for all of them to coexist. While Chantel was confident she could help Pedro make right with her family, relations between Chantel and Pedro's family were as problematic. As the more upbeat of the couple, Chantel got saddled on the series with a responsibility to ensure that everyone was communicating to the best of their abilities. As the hero of the family Chantel, she was perceived in a positive way. Although Pedro and Chantel were both the main characters of the family Chantel, it was evident that Chantel was more of a good presence while Pedro wasn't. Though his pessimism and unpleasant personality wasn't always revealed to its full extent, Pedro was often more cynical than Chantel and appeared to be lazier, wanting to use the program for clout and as an excuse not to push himself above his boundaries. While Chantel was expecting to establish a new life with Pedro, he was using the family Chantel as an excuse to stay stationary. Pedro's troubles weren't totally acknowledged on television. While some 90-Day Fiance stars are more interested in seeing more of Chantel in the future, others are involved in Pedro, Lydia, Nicole, and the rest of their family. Though Pedro's been more of a negative presence in the 90-Day franchise, many would be interested in seeing his life after his marriage to Chantel, understanding what he's doing and where he's going after divorce, and learning more about what he thinks about the entire relationship now that it's over. Interest in a Pedro spin-off has grown, and many are questioning why it hasn't materialized yet on the network. Although a spin-off concentrating on Pedro and the rest of his family could prove entertaining, it could be a difficult sell for those who have witnessed Pedro's conduct at its worst. If Pedro were the core of the series, it's more likely that he would be depicted in a positive light than a bad one. Pedro's deeds should be depicted genuinely, giving the good and the bad, and I feel that a spin-off would eradicate the monster in him. While fans saw some of this on the family Chantel, I worry a program of his own will be far worse. Although a spin-off concentrating on Pedro and the rest of his family could prove entertaining, it could be a difficult sell for those who have witnessed Pedro's conduct at its worst. If Pedro were the core of the series, it's more likely that he would be depicted in a positive light than a bad one. Pedro's deeds should be depicted genuinely, giving the good and the bad, and I feel the spin-off would eradicate the monster in him. While fans saw some of this on the family Chantel, I worry a program of his own will be far worse. So, what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.